What's going on, everybody? So actually, before getting into the video, I just wanted to take a quick moment to just reflect real quick. The time of recording the video you're about to watch, I'm currently editing. It was actually January 25th. It was a Saturday. I recorded a bunch of videos Saturday morning. A bunch of videos that I actually am preparing for a series for Taco Tuesday. It's going to be Taco Week. So for my Spanish speakers, you're going to get a video every day next week. So cool. So yeah, the 25th of January, I woke up real early. My mentality was to get back on the grind. I started to record a lot of videos, woke up real early, even after a long night of working. Woke up early, recorded the videos, and it was just kind of how I was brought up a little bit in regards to work ethic, grind, and trying to give your excellence to everything. The following day, which was the 26th of January, obviously everybody realized the tragic news of the helicopter crash in Calabasas, California, that killed 9 people. One of those being a person that I truly admired and just drew inspiration from. Growing up, I looked up to about 4 people. I loved basketball. I enjoyed basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player, even though I was so short. But of course, Michael Jordan, I was able to witness the tail end of his career where he was still so dominant. And then I saw Charles Barkley, who I just admired so much, just again, because he was short, but yet played a position that was a lot bigger than him and dominated as well. But there's 2 young people that came into the league roughly around, the time that I was able to understand it, and I was able to witness them grow. And it was Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant. And I related with Allen Iverson because he was so little, but just so tenacious and just would outdo you regardless of how tall and bigger or strong he was. Just gonna outdo you. And then you saw someone else that had just an incredible work ethic and just such mental strength to just give so much excellence. That was Kobe Bryant. And I grew up watching this guy play, man. I was a huge fan. Of course, he couldn't replace Michael Jordan for me, but he was a person I related to more because I was able to witness the growth and witness the work. And that was something I always grew inspiration from. I try to draw inspiration from a lot of people, and he was one that, man, like, you gotta grind, man. You gotta do so much work to put into what you love in your craft. And that was infectious to me, and I applied it in my playing. I worked harder. I didn't really have a lot of people around me to help guide me in a sense that way. So, I didn't let that, be an excuse. So I had to put in the work, man. So, it's pretty sad what happened to all the families that have been affected. And as a parent, that kind of hit hard. It's kind of incredible the reach that Kobe Bryant had for somebody like me in the percussion community that just, used that mentality and applied it in my playing. And something he said in his Oscar-winning short film, Dear Basketball, he said, "You asked for my hustle, and I gave you my heart." And that's just something that I think as a person that loves percussion, that loves this art, that just always resonates with me. So, God bless the Bryant family, all his family and friends, and every other family that was affected to this. So this video, it was for him. So I hope you guys take this video, practice it, man, work hard, and understand if you love this, you got to give it your all. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. So yes, it feels great to be back doing these videos, and well, I'm going to try to start off with a bang. And today we're going to talk about how to play with a metronome. Yes, it's about to be crazy intense, but you gotta love it. You already know what day it is. It's Tutorial Thursdays. Welcome to A Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. Some of you already know that by now, but just had to say thank you for watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button just to find out whenever I upload. And yeah, you know, subscribing is free, you know, and liking the video helps me out. So hey, help a brother out, man. Thank you. And to all my day ones, man, thank you so much for all the comments, all the support, man, all the love that you guys continue to show, writing me to see if I'm okay. Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Trust me. Needed a little break, needed to kind of, you know, get away from just doing this all the time. I was busy doing gigs and working and editing. It just, yeah, I needed a little break, but it feels great to be back and to be doing this. But just letting you know, the formats and how I'm going to be doing these videos are going to change a little bit, but we are going to still do some of the things that we did before, like paying homage to the congueros and just different topics. I'm going to just try to do something different. And yeah, but yeah, let me know what else you think this channel can do, man. And at least the easiest way that I could do it, man. It's more convenient because, again, these videos are free, y'all. They're free. But yeah, an interesting topic that a lot of people always approach me on is about how to play with a metronome. And yes, as a percussionist, you need to learn how to play with a metronome. It is vital. It is important for a percussionist to learn to just keep a specific time and keep it consistently. Just keep it flowing and keep it going. So I'm just gonna tell you some exercises that helped me out along the way to just develop working on a metronome. And again, as a musician, sometimes you do fall off, sometimes you mess up on a metronome, but the point is to just start developing those exercises and those like muscles and trying to internalize that little, yeah, just trying to internalize that sound inside of you, man. It's needed. So what I did when I was really young is actually I would fall asleep listening to the metronome. Yeah, I would fall asleep listening to the metronome. It's kind of crazy. I would have, yeah, nobody taught me that. But yeah, I wanted to internalize that sound, and I would go to sleep at a specific BPM and wake up at that same BPM, and the whole day I would just have that sound like just stuck in my mind. It was crazy, man, but I loved it. And till this day, I still kind of do that. I'll take a nap with the metronome on and listen to some headphones and fall asleep with a specific BPM. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you know, it's good for your mind. So if you're not used to the metronome, do that, man. Just have it playing in the background. Just walk around if you're around your house, put it on some speakers, and you'll just have it on a specific BPM, and you'll probably try to invent things while just listening to that sound. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but it's gonna make it work. So after you do that, and then now you want to start playing with the metronome. This is kind of the boring part, but guess what? It's gonna really help out your muscles. And by now, if you're trying to develop and learning on the metronome, I'm pretty sure you know a basic tumbao. You know, bass, finger, slap, finger, bass, finger, two opens, right? But now try to do that at the slowest possible. So we don't have time for that today, so I'm gonna put the metronome on and start playing at 60 BPM. So we're gonna be playing at 60 BPM, and you're gonna see how slow and how much I have to really make sure I'm playing on the time, right? So I've got to make sure that that bass lands on the metronome, that finger lands on the metronome. So try this exercise out. It's kind of crazy, and it's probably the boring part, but yeah, it's the part that I think is most important. Start developing those little muscles so you can start really just making sure you're playing secure with confidence on the metronome. Yes, now that is very boring. That's at 60 BPM. And what ends up happening at 60, and I don't think one is going to be playing a tumbao that slow, but what ends up happening is you get kind of anxious and you're anticipating so much. And sometimes I probably did it maybe like once or twice. You kind of like maybe missed it or got a little bit ahead or kind of a little bit behind. And that's what ends up happening is because you get so anxious to play at 60. I haven't done 60 in years, but that's what ends up happening. And then when you start to kind of speed up, right, when you start to maybe double time that, let's say we did this at 120, you're starting to get the feel, and now you're going to be able to hit each of those hits right on time. So let's see how it sounds at 120, so you can see in comparison how each hit is going to still land on that time, and you're going to be focused on making sure it hits. So it's kind of crazy. Let's try it at 120. Now you saw at 120, it just felt so much smoother, you know, it felt a little bit more natural. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, now double that. Rather than 120, let's try 240 and see how that feels. You gotta love the 240. It's a nice little workout. But, you know, if you keep on going, let's double that. That's 480. No, I'm joking with you. I can't do 480. That's kind of crazy. 480 is... I don't know how that'll sound, but that's kind of crazy. But yeah, practice the metronome with a tumbao and start progressively like speeding up. If you can't do from 60 to 120, then do from 60 to 80, from 80 to 85 or 86 or 88, whatever number or whatever speed you feel like you're gonna try to progress in. You know, take your time. You don't have to just double that, you know, but naturally, if you want to start at 40 BPM and then go to 60, whatever floats your boat, but try to improve it that way. And using the tumbao, just a basic tumbao, forget clave, forget whatever it is, just try to work on that movement to help you develop the timing of trying to follow that metronome. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Now, another way to help you develop in the metronome is actually trying not to land on the metronome. Yeah, kind of weird, right? Whoever tells you that? This way, it kind of helps you kind of like anticipate and understand where the metronome is going to land. So what you're going to do is actually you're going to hit on every and of every beat. So if it's like ba and ba and ba and ba and ba, and basically those ands is kind of like training your ear to know where the beat is going to be at. And at the same time, it's kind of teaching you syncopation. But that's a whole other lesson that we're gonna do this year. I'm excited to kind of try to show that now. But yeah, this is really gonna help you develop understanding where it's going to land. But yeah, to kind of give you an example, I'm just gonna do like open tones on every and. I'll probably do like a double on every and. I'll probably do a roll on every and to start it off, you know. So just to kind of give you an idea on how it's going to land, it's going to sound like this. Crazy, I know, but those ands and just landing on those ands and trying to kind of be unique with it and trying to see where you could land on it, yeah, it's kind of fun. But you start to really listen to the downbeat. You start to really listen to the downbeat, and then you start to listen to where the upbeat is gonna be. And then you're like, oh wait, the up, the down, the up, and then the down, then the down, then the up. You start to really like internalize that metronome. You start to figure it out. Oh, okay, if it's gonna hit right here, the and has to be in between these two, like boom. You start to really figure it out. So it's kind of fun exercise to really work along with and trying to figure out the ands when you're gonna be working on that metronome. And another thing that maybe a lot of people won't tell you to do is try to have fun with the metronome, like solo, do some like combination, something that you probably wouldn't ever do in a gig, but you're trying to land on one of those beats. You know, forget if it's on the 4 or 1. I'm just trying to figure out that timing. I'm just trying to learn the timing of it. And if I can land on a beat, regardless if it's on the 4 or the 3 or the 2 or the 1, I'll at least know, you know, okay, I'm on time. And then eventually I would figure out where I am in that time, if it's in a, you know, composition or a song or anything like that. But right now I'm just trying to internalize the metronome. I'm trying to figure out how to play along with the metronome. But yeah, just have fun with it. Have fun with the metronome, man. It's okay to do that. It's okay to have fun playing your instrument, guys. It's okay. Yes, it's okay to have fun, man. Just put some headphones on, put the metronome, and just have some fun with it, man. It's okay to have fun when you're practicing and try to get better. So, and plus with technology nowadays, there's so many tools that are available right at the palm of your hand that you could download for free on your phone. So you can have a metronome on your phone now. It's kind of crazy, but people don't use this. And actually, there's a follower of this channel that created an app called Impulse. It's literally a metronome like crazy. Kalani from World Drum Club actually reviewed it. I'm gonna link it up here somewhere, and it's crazy. But you know, I have it here, and you could literally mess around with the sequences and mess around with like the accents. So let's say you want the timing to be 4/4, but you want a specific feel of a beat. You can start messing around with it and do something crazy. Like for example, there's so much available out there for us to use to develop things like, you know, working with a metronome or working on accenting on the metronome. So yeah, you know, they're there, it's available, we just gotta use it. But yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you out a little bit, something, you know, just my perspective on how I developed, you know, working on the metronome and working on how it'll work. I don't know, you know. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, but y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.